She was
When the depths in jail. I was in the tank right there. I hadn't been arraigned yet. Gave him her number to give to me. Never contacted her. I don't want to. She's a devil. She's evil like my mom. Okay, look. But anyways, the situation at the hospital was when she got transported from Dearborn to
she
Royal.
being whom?
My mother. And I was there with her. She vomited 4 buckets of blood. She was going to die right there. But they got her to Royal
Okay,
to get
okay,
stuff.
sir. Court does call the case of the people versus George White.
And on behalf of the people seeking permission to practice pursuant to Michigan Corporation 0 under the supervision of Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Marvin Rose.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein with on behalf of Mr. White.
Permission to practice is granted. Thanks for jumping in on my line.
Oh, I was so worried about my line.
I know. It's first day. No.
She's like a veteran at this point.
I know. I don't even know why she asked. Right?
I mean,
Because she has to.
permission to practice for myself too, Your Honor. That's
That one would be denied. You know that.
fair enough.
All right. What are we doing on this?
I'm just jumping in the case, Your Honor. I'm asking for an adjournment to
Maybe approach.
Oh boy. It's Monday. I have 2 cases. Really?
Ian already said it's a short doc because it's taking longer. Okay, hold on. I have to stop.
She's slow.
I didn't.
I know. Because he just started walking.
I know.
Good.
Yes, sir.
All right. Recall the case of the people versus George White.
As in, on behalf of the people.
Sam Bernstein again for Mr. White, Your Honor.
Reference, before I passed the case, we had a bench conference about some phone calls that were made, and I let you talk to your client. Also, that there at least was an indication that the defendant may have been within 1/2 mile of the excluded zone. We called over to community corrections. They've indicated that there is no violations at this point, so I'm not going to deal with that. But
Right here,
I
the
can
hearing
address the
takes an
phone calls if
important
the
turn.
court would like.
yes,
The judge
please.
isn't deciding
there
who's
is,
telling the
something
truth
of a
about
story,
the
and,
family drama. He's trying to
we're not gonna
determine
litigate
whether the
the,
defendant violated
probate
court-ordered
stuff
conditions.
matters, but so
That's
there's
a
been a very
huge
stressful
legal
situation
distinction,
going on with
and it's
George
one many
White's
people watching courtroom
mother being sick
videos
in the
often
hospital.
miss.
I can address the phone calls if the court would like.
Yes, please.
There is something of a story, and we're not going to litigate the probate stuff matters, but so there's been a very stressful situation going on with George White's mother being sick in the hospital. Apparently he has like an alternate medical power of attorney. The complaint he does, yes.
Okay.
Or medical power of attorney. I don't know how to phrase it. Okay. Well, let me just go first and we'll see.
He's got the medical power.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think the victim might also have like a medical power of attorney or a claimed medical power of attorney. And so he said that he was like signing paperwork for like an immediate surgery, and that he was like stopped in the middle of signing it. And they said that the other person, the victim, was like wanting something different for the mother. And so he says that he gave his phone to a nurse who made the calls to the victim, that he did not call her. And that when he learned that she was there, he later went into like another section of the hospital to like stay far away from the situation.
So you're saying, just so that I'm clear, all 6 of the calls were from that?
Yes, he says they were made like back to back to back.
That was on the 4th.
Right.
Or what about the 2nd?
I don't know about this. No, I don't know. But he says, he told me he has no wish to speak with her at all, that he hasn't spoken with her, and that he doesn't want to go near her or have anything to do with her whatsoever. So he definitely doesn't
Notice what
I
the
can address
defense
the
is
phone
doing.
calls if the
They're
court would
providing
like.
context,
please.
not
There
excuses.
is
If the
something of
phone
a
calls
story.
happen because of a medical emergency,
we're not going to
rather than an
litigate
attempt to
the
contact the protected
probate
person,
stuff
that could
matters,
affect
but so
how the
there's been a
court
very
views
stressful
the
situation going
situation.
on with George
But remember,
White's
the burden is still on the
mother being sick
defendant
in the
to avoid
hospital.
even the appearance of violating a no-contact order.
Apparently, it wasn't like a don't show up to court kind of situation. He just doesn't want to have contact with her whatsoever. It seems like there may be some sort of like kind of probate-ish issue with like medical powers of attorney and who may or may not have power or something, but the appropriate forum to litigate that wouldn't be, I don't think it would be Judge Simpson. It would be another forum, and that's not really for today, I would suggest. But I think that's sort of like the backdrop of what happened here. But I mean, either way, I mean, he's not supposed to have any contact with her. And I think he knows that, and he doesn't wish to speak with her on any basis.
Lucinda.
I'll let you talk.
One of the calls was on March 2nd, and then on the 4th, one of the calls that was made was 2 hours before the back-to-back calls that were supposedly from the nurse. We would be concerned with the contact with the victim.
I won't stop you from talking if you want to contact.
First and foremost,
This is
I
one of
can
those
address the
courtroom
phone calls
moments
if the court
judges
would
see
like.
all
Yes,
the time. A
There is,
defendant wants to
something of a
explain
story, and,
everything, but the judge keeps
we're
bringing
not
the
gonna
discussion
litigate
back
the,
to the specific legal issue.
probate stuff
Courts
matters,
work
but
best
so there's
when
been a very
emotions
stressful
stay separate
situation
from
going
the
on with
question
George
that
White's.
actually has to be
he
decided.
gave a dep while I was in jail.
What?
A dep, one of the deps in jail. I was in the tank right there. I hadn't been arraigned yet. Gave him her number to give to me. Never contacted her. I don't want to. She's a devil. She's evil like my mom. Okay, look. But anyways, the situation at the hospital was when she got transported from Dearborn to
She
Royal,
being whom?
my mother, and I was there with her. She vomited 4 buckets of blood. She was going to die right there. But they got her to Royal
Okay,
to get
okay,
stuff.
sir.
Now, during that exact moment,
Judges talking.
okay, I'm sorry.
I agree, Mr. Bernstein, that I'm not gonna sit here to litigate the probate matter in terms of a power of attorney, but the victim's relationship to the defendant is what?
Ex-wife.
No, but we can't interrupt the court. Please.
Was the power of attorney granted?
That
I
warning
can
couldn't
address
be
the
much
phone
clearer.
calls if the court
From
would
this
like.
point
Yes,
forward,
please.
any call,
there is,
text,
something of a
message, or
story, and,
indirect contact could become a
we're
much
not
bigger
gonna litigate
problem than the
the,
original allegation.
probate
When a
stuff
judge
matters,
gives a
but so
direct
there's
order
been a very
like
stressful
this,
situation
there's
going on
virtually
with George
no room
White's
for misunderstanding.
mother.
After your divorce?
The power of attorney was verbally given in Dearborn and fraudulently taken.
Can you just answer my question?
Sorry, yes, it was verbally, yes.
Before the divorce?
Well, there was no power of attorney before we've been divorced for 1.5 years. It was given to me at Dearborn.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, no.
Thank you, Mr. Jeez, oh, Pete. All right. Well, without doing more checking, I don't know that I can figure out these phone calls. I understand what you're saying, Miss, and I don't want the victim contacted from your phone at all, ever. Am I clear?
Yeah, no problem.
What part of Carpenter Road do you live on?
I live on, actually, it's right there.
What are your cross streets?
I'm right in the middle between Washtenaw and Packard.
The block that I'm creating, which is the exclusion zone, is east of Carpenter, south of Washtenaw, west of Gulfside, north of Ellsworth. So that we're clear, sir, you're going to have to stay on that west side of Carpenter Road. You're not to travel on the east eastbound Carpenter at all. So if you got to go around the block to get to your place, you're just going to have to go around the block. Am I clear? Is that a yes?
Yes. I'm trying to picture it in my head.
What are you trying to picture in your head?
So like you say, crossing Carpenter, what about? And then it hits Washtenaw. Are you talking about that corner right there would be like exclusion, or does that also cross over to the other side of Washtenaw?
I can picture it in my mind. I'll show you on the Google Maps afterwards.
Thank you.
It's like a block. I get it.
Well, I just don't want to get it wrong. Just to get it wrong.
You know, the gas station that's on the corner of Washtenaw and Carpenter.
Yeah, there's two of them right close here.
You can go on Washtenaw at that gas station, either direction, but you can't go south of Washtenaw.
It
I
might seem
can
like the
address the
judge
phone
is
calls if
spending
the
a
court
lot
would
of
like.
time
Yes,
talking
please.
about streets and
There is
intersections,
something
but
of a
there's a
story.
reason.
And,
The more
um,
specific
we're
the
not gonna
exclusion
litigate
zone is
the,
today, the fewer excuses
probate
there are
stuff matters,
tomorrow.
but so there's
Clear
been a very
boundaries
stressful
help
situation
everyone
going on
know
with George
exactly what
White's.
counts as
So you know Washtenaw down the Gulf side? You can't go south. You can't go into that area.
Okay.
On Gulf side,
Before we
I
get to
can
the
address
court's
the phone
final
calls that the court
explanation,
would like.
here's something
Yes,
to
please.
think about.
There
If
is
you were the
something
judge,
of a
would
story.
you have
and,
accepted the hospital
um,
emergency
we're not gonna
explanation,
litigate
or
the,
would the repeated phone calls have
probate
raised too
stuff
many
matters,
red
but so there's been a
flags?
very stressful
Share your
situation
opinion
going on
below.
with George
This is
White's
exactly the kind of legal
mother
gray
being sick in
area
the
that
hospital.
sparks real debate.
you can't go east or west. And then Ellsworth, where Meyer is, that includes that block. Mr. Bernstein will show it to you, I'm sure.
I have it right here.
We'll have it all laid out. Got it?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank
That's Carpenter. That block, you cannot go in that block. Okay,
Okay.
so he's saying if there's stores along there that you like to go to, you're gonna have to go to different stores.
What if they're on my side?
Your side, fine.
Okay.
You can't go to any of those places between those streets, okay?
You can go to Kroger, Home Depot, and Lowe's.
So like there's a gas station there and there. I
Can't go to Meyer.
But I can go to that
You can go
Can't
to,
go to Target.
one on like towards this jail on the side of the road.
no, you can't go to Hobby Lobby either, George, okay?
No, no, I'll go.
You can go to that gas station. You cannot go to that gas station, okay? I'm gonna email you.
In that block.
Yes,
I just want to be clear.
it's crystal clear, Your Honor, crystal clear.
Thank you. I've signed the order.
Okay.
Creating that exclusion zone. And then we need to adjourn this out. We almost were here long enough to get to that date.
Right.
What's the next date?
March 18th or April 1st.
Which would work better for you, counsel?
And Your Honor, I was gonna ask for the 25th.
This hearing wasn't about deciding guilt or innocence. It was about whether the defendant could be trusted to follow the court's conditions while his case moves forward. Throughout the proceeding, the court carefully separated emotional family disputes from the legal issue at hand. Judge Simpson made it clear that regardless of the circumstances surrounding the defendant's mother's medical care or any disagreements over powers of attorney, a no-contact order remains legally binding. Instead of making a rushed decision based on disputed allegations, the court clarified the exclusion zone in precise detail, ensuring there would be no confusion about where the defendant could and could not go. That approach reflects an important principle of the justice system. Probation and bond conditions are designed to prevent future conflicts, not simply punish past behavior. Now it's up to the defendant to follow every restriction exactly as ordered, because even a small violation could have serious consequences at future hearings. What do you think? Was Judge Simpson fair by focusing on clear boundaries instead of escalating the situation, or should the alleged phone calls have been handled more aggressively? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy real courtroom breakdowns with legal insight and the full story behind every ruling, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another courtroom case.